This week on Sport Fishing, we're back aboard the Legend, and the plan was to get out here about 40 miles outside of San Diego and start fishing at daylight. That's not what happened. We got here, and in the middle of the night, about 2 in the morning, the bluefin tuna started biting. We got a fish going right now. So in this week's episode, we're gonna start off right now in the dark looking for bluefin tuna, and when the sun comes up, we'll be hunting for yellowfin tuna. So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing.
I'm Dan Hernandez and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way. Thank you. Woo.
I got the one. Got the 57 Chevy. There you go. Great. Legend. Great. On the Legend. Dan Hernandez.
A nice bluefin hung. We're about to color right now, pulling it up in the middle of our night bite here. It's about 4 o'clock. I think we got about 8 fish in.
Oh, we got more than it.
Fish right here, Gav!
Here we go. Got your rock.
Dang. No wonder it took a while. Bow hook. Lift it up. Oh. Right here. Good job, bud.
Hey, man,
on the Legend.
All right. Thanks, Dan. Thanks a lot, Dan. It's a great
Sport
fish.
Fishing with Dan Hernandez on the Legend.
All right.
Night bite, baby.
Woo!
They're biting, guys. I mean, there's another big bluefin right there, guys. It's a hell of a night bite. They had 7 of these fish hanging at one time, guys. Anywhere from 60 to 100-pound fish, so it's as good as you could ask.
What's going on? What happened? What was bit? Flat fall?
What's that? Yes, yeah.
Been working the flat fall all night. Finally got one to bite for him.
I switched to it.
All right. What pound test you got on?
I got 50 to 40. All right, thank you, bro.
Nice.
Yellowfin tuna
thank you.
on the Legend. Come over here. Get a picture with it. The camera's right here.
What's all about, baby?
Here it is on the Legend. Dan
On the
Hernandez
Legend.
for Dan.
Heck yeah. Good job,
All right,
bud.
bro. Thank you.
Great.
Boy,
Oh.
woo! That was the
on the
hook.
Legend.
Andrew Harris. My first yellowtail on the Legend with Dan Hernandez. Yellowfin. Sorry.
finding. Woohoo!
Yeah, baby.
Stephen Lee's
Watch
gotta
out,
go
watch
around
out, watch
back.
out. You gotta run.
Dinner.
Okay, yeah. Right here, boss.
Sport fishing with Dan Hernandez. Woohoo!
Nice. Thank you, bro, for staying with me. Thank you. Beautiful gaff once again. Once again on the legend. One more time. Thank you, Joey.
He's got a nice yellowfin tuna, and we've had a hell of a day so far, or night, we call it. He's just about to get his fish up. It's a nice one. Hell of a fish. Great job, sir. Keep going. Look at that. Oh my God. What's your name, buddy?
John.
John just caught one hell of a nice yellowfin tuna on the legend.
All right.
Nice job, brother.
That's
Chris,
what
you're
Dan
doing a great job.
Number 30 and number 17.
Sport fishing with Dan Hernandez on the legend. Great yellowfin tuna. Thank you.
It started off with bluefin in the dark. Sun is just coming up now. Now it's turning into yellowfin. We got fish going all around the boat. We already have a bunch of fish in the boat. So let's take a little break from the action here aboard the Legend and go to the tackle box and give you a good look at the gear you need for this type of fishing. This week in Tackle Box, I want to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing today. We're offshore chasing tuna, and in the old days, saying fishing local tuna at San Diego would mean school-sized fish. Fish in that 20-pound class, 15-pound class. Well, this year things have changed a lot. You can be fishing for 20-pound fish and then have 200-pound fish come through. And because of that, you really have to be prepared. You have to bring a wider selection of tackle. In the old days, if you brought 2 rods, that's all you needed. And the way fishing's been this season, you're gonna have to step up your game and bring a few more outfits with you. Now for that smaller tuna, that 20 to 30 pound, something small like this works out really good. A low profile reel, 65-pound Spectra, small piece of 20 to 25 pound fluorocarbon. And when I say a small piece, usually about half the length of your rod is all you need and works out fine. Make sure you back off your drag a little bit because that 65-pound Spectra isn't what you set your drag for. You set your drag to the 20-pound fluorocarbon that you're using. Very important you do that or you're just gonna bust off a lot of fish. Now for the bigger fish, those fish that are running, say 30 to 60 pounds or even up to 100 pounds, I like to go something like this. A small reel still, but 80-pound Spectra with 50 or 65-pound fluorocarbon on top. If I get a fish over 100 pounds, I can bring it in nice and easy using the 2-speed feature on this reel, and it works out really nice. It's a little bit bigger reel, but it's not so big that it's hard to hold all day, and have a medium to heavy action rod. Works out perfect. I can still cast out a bait, fish those tuna, and if I catch a fish in that 60 to 100-pound class, this will work out fine. Now, most of the time when we're fishing, this is all you're gonna need. But this season, there's been so many fish in that 150 to 300-pound class, you really need to bring a bigger outfit, especially if you're fishing at night on a multi-day trip, trying to use those heavy jigs down deep. You're gonna want something at least this size, maybe even a 50, a heavy outfit that you can fish 200 and 300-pound class tackle on it, and this works out good. It's a big 2-speed. In the old days, we'd bring reels like this just for trolling, but because of the size of tuna we've been seeing this season,
Lots of guys are fishing these all day long trying to catch those big bluefin. And this is what you need. If you hook a big bluefin on the lighter gear, just gonna get spooled. But with this, at least you have a shot. And again, those bigger fish, the 200 to 300 pound class, I wouldn't mind going up to a size 50 reel, 2-speed, and you won't be disappointed. It's really gonna give you a good shot of catching it. There's no guarantee you're ever gonna land a big fish like that, but having the right gear is gonna help you a lot. Having the big reel, line capacity, 2-speed reel for those big tuna makes all the difference in the world. As far as artificials, I've been catching most of my bluefin on the Magic Metal 4.5 ounce, casting it out, working it back, and not just targeting the bluefin. Lots of times I'm looking for yellowfin, but the bluefin have been biting this and it's been working out really good. As far as hooks, because you never know what you're gonna have for bait when you get on these boats, I really recommend that you bring a hook pack like this, a tray with a wide selection of hooks, and everything from small hooks like a size 2, 4, maybe to 1.0 for the smaller sardines that we've been getting for bait this year. The bigger hooks, the 1.0s to the 3.0s or 4.0s for the big sardines, and the smaller mackerel, and a 6.0 for the big mackerel. And I even have some bigger hooks here for the big tuna, and maybe I see a billfish, have a big hook for that too. So always bring a wide selection of hooks so you have it available to you, because you never know what you can have for bait. And you have to be prepared. You have to bring the hooks with you. There's no stores out there, so bring the hooks with you. You don't need a lot of them, but you need a wide selection in different sizes, and that'll help you catch more fish. Well, this is the basic gear you need for this type of fishing. Let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
Hook came out already. Sweet. There you go. Hold your fish up. There you go, bud. Good job. On the Colt Sniper.
There you go.
Sniper.
Woo!
Good job, babe.
Wide open yellowfin.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Good job, bud. Here, smile for the camera. On the legend, Dan Hernandez Sport Fishing. There you go. Good job.
Fine job.
Sport Fishing with Dan Hernandez.
Dan Hernandez.
On the legend.
Well, right there. Ooh. Nice. Going over? Oh, me and you, you're under me, right? Yeah, I'm under you. Okay, yeah, you. Sport fishing on the legend.
Yay! Woo-hoo! Wait, hold like this, I figured. Woo!
This week in the galley, we're in downtown Los Angeles. Low restaurant here. It's in a big McCarlo with different types of restaurants and shops. Standing next to me is Gilberto. He's the owner. We're in Holbush, and thanks for inviting us down.
Hi, Dan. Thank you guys for coming down here.
And this is a really unique location, so close to USC.
It is. It's a food hall close to USC Expo Park. Has 5, 6 restaurants, all family owned, doing regional ethnic specialties. And you can also do some shopping and do some eating.
And what do you have in store for us today?
So we're going to do one of the most popular regional Mexican seafood dishes, which is ceviche.
Okay.
And we're going to use this beautiful yellowtail, local yellowtail, Channel Islands. So we're going to cut this guy, boom. Now we don't want to chop up the fish for ceviche. We want to make some nice big chunks. So when it marinates and it's denaturing in the lime juice, you can still feel and see the pieces of fish. It's not ground meat. So this is for about a single portion, right, for one person. We're gonna get the fish in a bowl. We're gonna use a lime, maybe 2, we'll see, depends on how juicy they are. But what you want is, you wanna make sure you have enough lime juice that coats the fish, and there's a little bit extra lime juice on the bottom of the bowl. You don't want it swimming or completely covered in lime juice. It'll be too acidic, and it'll overcook it also. We're gonna add some salt at this point. This is just some kosher salt. And the salt also helps break down the fish. It helps denature the protein. So the lime, the acid, and the salt, that's what's gonna start to, people say cook, right? So denature the protein, give it that cooked appearance and cooked texture. To this, we're gonna add the typical ingredients of ceviche. So finely minced red onion. We're gonna do some finely cut tomatoes. I like to use the tomatoes, skin on, seeds, everything, a whole shebang. Some cilantro. Okay, we're gonna plate it up. So we like to plate it up, you know, so it looks nice. And we think presentation is very important when you're, you know, selling the product. So we're gonna do a little bit of this red sauce that we use for our ceviche. And we're gonna spoon the ceviche right on top of the sauce. We're going to do a little bit of microgreens, micro herbs, give it a different flavor of cilantro and a lot of freshness. We're going to do some avocado puree because we have them available right now and they're delicious. Some finger limes. Finger limes native to Australia, and you squeeze out the little pearls. So that is our yellowtail ceviche here at Holbox in Mercado La Paloma. Sometimes it'll be different fish. It's fish of the day. Sometimes it's halibut. Sometimes it's local white sea bass. I love local white sea bass. But today it's a beautiful yellowtail ceviche prepared very simply and presented, you know, I think nicely.
Looks wonderful.
And want to take a bite?
Roberto, that's so good.
Thanks.
All the flavors, the sauce, the avocado, the lime, it all really pops through.
Yeah, and then you can really play around with this at home. This is your base. This is where the ceviche starts. You can add shrimp, you can add octopus, you can add clams, you can add uni, anything.
Yeah.
Crab.
But just fresh, local yellowtail like this?
Absolutely.
That's perfect.
My favorite ceviche is whatever fish is local, just the fish, delicious.
And what I always tell people, fresh fish like this has no odor, no smell. And people always ask me, when you go to market, how can you tell to buy good fish? And I always tell them, if it smells like fish, don't buy it.
Right.
And this is delicious. And there's no odor, it's just the flavors from biting into it. Really good. And people can find out about your restaurant where?
So you can find us on Facebook, Holbox Los Angeles. Also Instagram, same handle, Holbox Los Angeles. Or just Google Holbox Los Angeles, go to our website, and you can get all the information about our schedules, menus, seasonal menus that we're doing, tasting dinners, all that.
Well, this is delicious. I really enjoy this little environment in here. Thanks for reminding us down. Also,
Thanks,
a viewer
Dan.
of the TV show. Let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
Bounce them.
Walk up.
All right. Fishing on the legend, Dan Hernandez. Great.
What were you casting?
Way to spend a bachelor party.
Hey guys, it's still early morning and we're out here on a one-day trip. We left last night out of San Diego H&M Landing with Captain Chuck Tapp, and he has us here on his boat, The Legend. This is just some of the fish. In the dark, bluefin, nice sized bluefin, and daylight came, it's turned into yellowfin with some bluefin mixed in. And this is the type of fishing you can do out of San Diego and aboard The Legend. This is a great boat, great skipper. What would you like the viewers to know about this type of fishing?
Guys, this is the type of fishing that everybody dreams about. I mean, they're eating the flat ball, they're eating the
Live
cold
bait.
snipers, live bait. We've had every type of opportunity like we talked about in the seminar last night. Guys, you guys have done a phenomenal job, and welcome aboard The Legend.
Yeah, it's just awesome fishing. To get more information about the whole schedule on The Legend, they offer one-day trips, multi-day trips, and this type of local tuna fishing is what they do really, really well. They do this all the time, and very knowledgeable crew. Chuck's been on boats since the 60s.
1969, I bought my first boat.
Yeah, and he's still running boats. His kid's here helping him run the operation now too. They got a great crew. These guys are on the water every day, and they can put you on fish. If they want more information, they go to your website?
Go to the website, they get all the information they want.
All right. We're going to take a little break from the action here aboard the Legend, and when we return, I'll be giving you this week's tip of the week. Just work this fish right up. Just take my time, lift up when I can. There's color. Yeah. Just lay them out for the crew. There you go. And this is how you do it. Just quality fishing today on the Legend. Awesome day on the water with Captain Taft, his kid, the whole crew. The guys are awesome. Just had a great time fishing with them. This week's tip of the week, guys, come on a boat like this. Go to Asian Landing, go to the Legend, come on these local tuna bites. And it's all about using light line, 20 pound, 25 pound fluorocarbon, small hook, size 2 hook, size 4 hook, and spend some time at the bait tank, get a good live bait, you get quality fish like this.
Nice job, Dan.
Well, I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing. Thanks, man.
Good job on the limit there.
Great trip.